Okay, this is late September 2025. We've been working on this property. Well, I've been working here for about 8 or 9 years. We did a cut 8 or 9 years ago, a 30-acre cut. The landowner has now accumulated about 250 acres, and within that time frame, and we've been working on it ever since. We haven't done a whole lot of food plots, just basically small micro plots that add up to a couple acres. Well, with this project, he wanted to put in a good big destination plot. Well, the problem was with this property, there just wasn't any bigger flat spots to do that, except this one. This was our best candidate for center of the property, kind of flat as possible, and it ended up working out. It is full of rocks, big boulders, especially over this hill right here. This totals about, and I got a little spot over here, which was the landing zone for our logging. But this totals about 5.5 acres. And I had a little anxiety and I was a little nervous about planting it. If you're not a big fan of springtime planting, I suggest and recommend you do it. Even though here in central Michigan, a lot of times deer just eat it right off or whatever. But I believe you want to feed the deer anyway. That's what the main goal of it is. And doing it will build soil, put nutrients back into the soil, get deer going there all summer long, and then you could obviously put a cool season hunting situation plot in over top of that. So this, again, worked out. The pH of this when we started was 5.6. I ended up putting 12 tons of lime on it, 12 tons of layered ash blend from Morgan's Composting Dairy Dew. And reason I was nervous and had a little bit of anxiety over this was I no-tilled it. We did have excavators in here. We pulled stumps, dozer. It was impossible to do a root rake, impossible to get through these stones. So we got it the best we could. There's just rocks like this, this. They're everywhere. So we no-tilled it, and I had to just scarify the ground, and some spots I couldn't even put the coulters in the ground. I just basically put it right on top. And we got a pretty successful plot. Now this stuff right here is grain sorghum, and I'm happy with the height of it. We had a very dry summer, but I'm happy with the height of it. Got a nice seed head here. If snow gets 2-3 foot high out here this winter, the deer will be able to eat off these seed heads. And on the interior down here, we got some of the stuff I planted early on in June, and then of course I came back through and planted a cool season rye, brassica, and there's annual clovers all throughout here, and there's a lot of food. Plus, and there is undesirable species like grass, but there's also some raspberries that are also just coming up from what was here. However, there are things like this pokeweed right here that is a very attractive species. This is a native natural plant that deer prefer. They will eat it. And so you kind of got to evaluate what's deer food, what's not. Can you tolerate it looking like this? Because this is not a hunting TV plot or a plot to put on a seed bag at all. This is a good old-fashioned producing lots of deer food plot. Here's another pokeweed plant right here. They got a purple stem, little berries, flowers, and little berries here. So if you see that, it's not a weed. And a lot of times with these plots, you'll have a lot of deer food in there, ragweed and goldenrod and stuff like that, that you don't necessarily want to kill. Again, I got areas I may have to come back in, spray some glyphosate in. I also experimented with clethodim, which is a grass-specific herbicide and won't hurt anything. I didn't do that here because I didn't want to kill that sorghum because that's in the grass family. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. I got 2 other things I want to talk about on this property, and I'll link those videos in the description. That's all on the same property, and we'll talk about linking them up as I go. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you can learn something from it, and happy hunting.